made a big board. It's awesome but windy. Accurate.
Hi, it's day 35. It's about 20 degrees and we're about to go up Big Bold. I always get so nervous every time we are about to leave a hostel. It's like I'm starting to hike for the very first time each time. And I'm like, I don't want to go outside. Please don't make me go hiking. And then I set foot on the trail and I'm like, oh, it's amazing. Especially when you have a wonderful day where the sun is out and there's no fog. Even though it's like 20 degrees, because there's no wind and no rain and the sun is out, it's amazing.
I like walking in the sun because it's warm and no rain. It's the best. And we can see white blazes because it's not foggy. I made a big board. It's awesome but windy. Accurate.
Today we were gonna stay at the Big Bald shelter and what are you doing? We were gonna stay at the Big Bald shelter today and just have an easy day, but it's so sunny and so beautiful, so we're gonna hike up another 3 miles to a campsite, and hopefully in the rain we can pack up in the tent. And when we're at the tent site, that sets us up to do 13 miles to Irwin. I don't know if we'll be able to do it because it's gonna be all rainy, but it would be great to be able just to walk right into a hostel at Uncle Johnny's after 13 miles rain. Morning, it's day 36 and it's raining. Last night it frozen rain or ice rain, whatever you call it.
Sleet, I think.
Sleet. And so we woke up in the middle of the night because Harvey wet his diaper. And it was the first time, but we put it on every night just in case. So we changed him and unzipped the tent, and our entire rain fly is like covered in a sheet of ice. But like you could touch it and it would just like crumble. Like it's probably like, I don't know, it was thick. And I unzipped it all and it started to break all inside the tent, so I had to zip up the tent really fast and then break it all with my arm. We got Harvey out and he stepped into my shoes and peed really quick. But it wasn't raining at all until he put his feet in my shoes, and then it just started raining a lot. And then as soon as he got back in, it stopped raining. So it's just life in the tent, you know. But now it's raining and it's supposed to rain all day. So we're gonna hike to hopefully Uncle Johnny's. It's 13.5 miles. Hopefully our bodies can do that. If not, then we have a 7.5 mile hike to another shelter where we can dry out a little bit, but we're really hoping to make it to the hostel.
And all I want to do is to give her lots of hugs.
Treats. Give her lots of treats and kiss her little feet.
Humpy, is that your imaginary friend?
He's my new kitty boyfriend.
Does Fluffy sleep on your head?
Yeah, and he stays with me wherever I go, and he's invisible. So I don't know if he's imagination or real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my goodness. We have icicles on our entire tent. Well, that's what's waiting for us outside our tent. Worst part about an icy morning is your whole line is frozen and your knot's frozen, so you can't get it out and your fingers are really cold through bear bag. And then when you finally get it untied, the bag is frozen to the tree and your line is all frozen to the tree, now you gotta figure out how to get your bag down. So I was trying so hard to pull the bear bag down. Lots of curse words later. The whole tree limb broke off, and there's my bear bag. At least we get our food. That thing almost killed me. Okay, so this morning started out pretty rough. It was icy. It was really icy. You couldn't walk on the trail at all. If you walked on the trail, you would slide back probably 10 feet because it's just a sheet of ice. So the first 2 miles, it was pretty rough. Now it's pretty easy because it's starting to melt a little bit, but the sleet was so bad. We had tears, lots of tears, yelling, "Why don't you do it that way?" Mostly me. Harvey said, you know, "This is the worst day ever, blah, 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 blah." Then we eventually turned it into a game, and the worst day ever turned into an excellent day when we started pretending it was a jungle gym, and each rock step was really steep. That was solid ice, was a challenge to get over. And me and Harvey were the best team, and Mommy was slowly behind, sliding down the mountain on her butt. The really funny thing is yesterday when it was sunny and nice, Cassie taught Harvey that chicken is a name you call someone if you think they're a scaredy cat. So today, randomly, when Mommy was sliding down the solid ice trail on her butt, she started calling her a chicken.
We have half rain and half ice pellets right now falling off the tree. It's a really weird combination.
One of the things I've been thinking about recently is we get so many comments about, "You guys are so positive, you guys are doing so good, but we want to see the hard stuff. Show us the hard stuff." I was thinking about that this morning because this morning was one of those times where you got the tears, you got the yelling, you got the frustration. But the reason why we can't film that for you guys is we're hiking with a kid. When you're hiking with a kid, your survival, your happiness, your everything, you gotta pull it together. You don't have time to have self-pity. You don't have time to whine and yell about it too much. Once you realize you're whining and yelling, you have to, as quick as possible, pull yourself together and find a way to make a bad situation positive. If you don't, the kid will just cry more and you'll get colder, you'll get more miserable, and it could actually get dangerous. So I'll find times where I can show you guys the hard stuff and try to film it, but at the end of the day, we have to stay positive or we're not gonna make it through. Looks like we can see Erwin, Tennessee down there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, super exciting.
I didn't know Josh had mentioned something about Harvey's birthday until just the other day when I was editing that video online. And it is such a good idea. If you guys want to send him a birthday card, feel free to. His birthday is March 29th, and he would love birthday cards. He's always talking about his birthday. So again, I'll put our P.O. box in the description if you'd like to send him a card.
And Uncle Johnny is right later.
All right, let's go to Uncle Johnny's.
We found a southbound Thru hiker.
Yeah, we did. What's your name?
I am Veggie Tunes. I am one half of the Stone Sisters. I don't know what else would you like to know. I'm sorry, I've never done this.
Did you fall down, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, did you trip on my shoes? So my sister and I are hiking together, and we grew up not too far from the Appalachian Trail. And I moved away from home for a while. I had no idea what the AT was, and one of my bosses told me about it. So I ran home and was like, hey, there's this thing called the Appalachian Trail. We have to check this out. She's like, it's right by the house. You know what this is, right? No, I don't. So she told me about it, and I was like, well, this is really cool. And I was getting ready to move to Mexico, and I was like, okay, well, when I get back, we'll do the trail. So I got back, and a year later, we're out here. So it's just kind of a whim thing, but I think it was kind of more of a dream for her. So I'm just here.
Nice. So you're going south. How many miles you got left?
350-ish if you count the approach trail, which we are doing. So
nice, exciting, cool. Well, it was awesome. we're actually learning a lot from them. They're teaching us everything that we need to know for going up north, which we're super excited for. So we decided to stay at Uncle Johnny's hostel last night, and it was pretty nice. They have a lot of private rooms, and shower house and everything. This is all the backyard. And in the front, they got a really nice outfitters and resupply place. So far they've been super nice, and guess what? We may even slack pack today, which would be super awesome to do a little bit of slack packing. So they're gonna let us hike on and then pick us up at the road and drive us back. We can stay here another night because tonight's supposed to be super cold. So we're excited. So from Irwin to Indian Gap, once you get up to altitude, there's snow. What do you think about the snow, Harvey?
Bad.
Bad? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we were, the weather app said it was just supposed to be cloudy and foggy. We knew tonight was gonna be super cold, so that's why we wanted to do a little bit of slack packing in Indian Gap, and that way we can sleep where it's super cold in the warm, and then we'll start again tomorrow. Even though it'll be cold when we start, it should be sunny. Not that you can trust the weather app. But anyways, we got a shorter day today, so we're gonna get it done. Break time. Harvey, what are you doing?
Making a snowman.
Making a what?
A snowman.
A snowman.
I'm doing a sea all around it.
That's awesome. Oh, it broke. Look at this nice shelter.
Then the sour one.
A sour one? Oh no, I'll get one later. What do you think about this, Cassie?
Yeah, Curly Maple Gap Shelter is awesome.
Yeah, it's like dry. Most of the platforms we've seen recently are not dry. 2 levels, really nice high ceilings. Still snowing outside. You know what? It's a shame that this is only 4 miles from Irwin. I bet you no thru hikers stay here because they probably just keep going.
It's cool.
Cool. Okay, well, we're back to Uncle Johnny's for our first ever slack pack. Pretty exciting. But we got some funny stories. So when we were doing our training hikes, we learned some stuff. One, you don't lose your spoons. We lost our spoons when we were eating at lunch.
I had to use my toothbrush.
Yeah, and then I had to carve spoons out of the thing. But we keep learning stuff. We keep losing things, figuring out how to do it. But when you slack pack, make sure you do not ever forget your toilet paper. So I had to do a doozy. And I had to use snowy, what leaves are they?
Rhododendron.
Yeah, snowy rhododendron leaves, which it's kind of like a duvet, I guess, very wet. It was quite an experience, and I don't want to have to do that again. So if you're ever slack packing, do not forget the toilet paper, even though you're trying to make your pack light. You know, we tried to make it light. But on another note, we went really fast.
We did. Harvey practically ran half of it. He was trying to teach me how to run fast like Sonic, so we had practice runs. So he just kept, Mom, come on. So we were running a lot. But
yeah, we normally do miles at like 40, probably 45-minute miles, and now we're down to like 30-minute miles without packs. Yeah. Or without Harvey having to pack. So anyhow, pretty awesome. So now we're going to spend the night here at Uncle Johnny's, and we're going to go into the store later on to resupply, and we'll be back on the trail tomorrow, heading north.